Did you know that John Adams was the first vice president and second official president? If you haven't, listen very carefully to his amazing contributions to our wonderful country. John was born October 30th, 1735 in Braintree, Massachusetts on his family farm. He was very adventurous and would run, jump, play, and most of all, hunt. But his parents thought he wasn't using his intelligence properly and would give him a bunch of consequences. Better yet, for hunting, he had his own firearm. John was one of the 5 men who signed the Declaration of Independence alongside George Washington, John Hancock, Ben Franklin, and Thomas Jefferson. He vice president under George Washington, then later on became second official president. John watched his battle at the Bunker Hill with his wife Abigail Adams and his son John Quincy. It was the most bloodiest battle ever. 4 taxes are made. The first was the Sugar Act. The Sugar Act made you pay 6 cents more for what you're really getting. For example, sugar. The Stamp Act made you stamp a special stamp on paper goods, playing cards, and anything that is written. Then along came the Townsend Act. The Townsend Act started with Sons of Liberty jumping on boats and destroying all the tea and throwing it overboard. Then they had a consequence. The consequence is that no colonists could be imported in or out, which is now known as the Townsend Act. The Coordinating Act started with the housing of a soldier so that he could have clean clothes, food, and water. And you didn't even have to pay for it. By signing the Declaration of Independence, America can truly be its own country and doesn't have to be ruled by Great Britain. Britain liked John, and he used that to his advantage. And while that was going on, he was spending money on the Patriots' War so that they could have food, water, clothing, and weapons. He has 3 character traits. His first is he was very adventurous. He would run, jump, and play around his house. He was a very brilliant lawyer and apprenticed under Mr. Putnam and had access to his library and studied for hours and hours. He was a very second useful president and would help America grow for the Revolutionary War. Thank you for listening to my presentation about John Adams' amazing contribution to our wonderful country, but sadly died on 1826, July 4th, at the age of